Students of Success, Dr. Mike here today. Today I'm going to talk to you about using pain to overcome adversity in situations in our life. Now, what I'm about to tell you may sound a little bit crazy to the normal person, but if you're listening to me, you're not the average and the mediocre. You're here to do things to be able to better yourself. So to start, have any of you ever imagined walking or running 24 miles in 24 hours? Are you up for that challenge? So where does this start? What does this mean? Well, as I've progressed over 25 years of my life, being in sports and athletic and things like that, I've gone through 25 different back surgeries. So every time I would go through a surgery, about every 3 years, I would need another one. And then I would get in shape, and then I would need another one, and I would fall off. So it was like an up and a down, up and a down, up and a down. So finally, after my last one, surgery number 4 was a failed fusion surgery where the doctor did some things he shouldn't have done and then fled the country. And then on the 5th one, the surgery was a success, as successful as an L4-5S1 fusion can be. They went through my stomach, cut my stomach open, moved everything aside, went in, fused the vertebrae, and I made it back. So if anybody ever tells me, if it seems like I don't have much empathy in my life towards people that bitch, moan, cry, and complain, I don't have any empathy for you, because I've gone through more pain in my life when it comes to surgeries, more pain in my life when it comes to having businesses stolen from me or relationships than probably most people. And not that it's more than you, but it's definitely comparable. So it all comes down to the mindset. So what have I done? So after my 5th surgery, I went from the normal 170 pounds to over 205 pounds. I mean, I was fat and disgusting. This was back in 2020. My pant size went from a 32 to a 36, and it was just like a tire around me. And I hated myself. I absolutely hated myself. And you may be in that same situation right now. And what is so unique about this is that you all have the ability to overcome. But the best way to overcome things is to create a challenge. So what I did is, after my surgery in 2020, this was at the height of COVID. When I actually went in, that's how bad it was to have this back surgery. I could hardly walk. I was afraid that for the rest of my life, I was not going to be able to really do anything, rather either besides sit in a chair or get from place to place. So after a year, I did nothing. That's when I bloated up. Then after a year, I was allowed by the doctor to start doing things. And as a challenge, in a way to thank the universe and be grateful that I made it through the surgery and that I will make it back, is I'm sure you're all familiar with David Goggins in his 4x4x48 challenge. If not, look it up. So you're running for 2 days straight, every 4 hours, 4 miles, and it's a killer. Now, with my back, I can't run. That's just plain and simple, or I just can't do it. So what I did is I altered it. And I said, you know what? Every June 23rd, I am going to walk 4 miles every 4 hours for 24 hours. So I do the 4x4x24. And I started this in 2021. So I did it in 21, 22, 23. This is going to be the 4th annual, Dr. Mike challenge. And I'd love for you to go along with it. Here's the deal. You start at any time point you want to. I usually start at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then you do 6:10:2, 6:10:2. And it is one of the most challenging things that you will probably ever do in your life. And people, my wife thinks I'm crazy. People think I'm crazy. Like, why would you do such a thing? And when other people say things like that, why would you do that? I would never do that. That is a key indicator that you must do it. Because if other people won't do it, that means it will lead to something successful. Pain, it hurts. Trust me, not only is it the body, but the emotional. You walk 4 miles and you come back and you relax for a little bit. You are so tired, so drained. But your body has it in it, but your mind is weak, and it will tell you every time, stop. But you can't. You can't, because that's loser mentality. And here's the thing, it will be probably one of the hardest things that you've done in your life. But when you are through with it, you will have a sense of euphoria, a sense of pride, a sense of happiness that you got through this. And you don't have to tell the world about it. You don't have to do anything like that. But once you get through it, it will push you to another level that you won't even understand until you do it. Because imagine, if you can force yourself to walk 24 miles in 24 hours, how hard is it going to be able to make that phone call? How hard is it going to be to stick to a 30-minute exercise routine every day? How hard is it going to be to go into your work and ask for a raise, or to work in a group, or stand up and talk, or in your relationships, be able to speak up, or talk to that person you've always wanted to talk to, or make that phone call? Doing these hard challenges like this are what push us through to the next level. So I encourage you and I welcome you to do this with me on June 23rd. I'll be starting at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be going all the way through for 24 hours, every 4 hours, walking 4 miles. So what you want to do is be able to pace off from your doorstep the exact 4 miles. I don't suggest driving somewhere, because you're going to be too tired once you get into this. You want it to be from the time you leave your door, 2 miles out, 2 miles back, and do that the entire time for every 4 hours, 4 miles. And like I said, at the end of it, you are going to be completely exhausted, but you are going to feel so good about yourself that you did that, and then make it an ongoing thing. It's a challenge, but here's the thing. There's only so many tomorrows. There's only one life to live. Why not? Why not do it? If somebody says, "Why are you doing this?" Well, why not? And you're going to get criticism. You're going to get craziness, but I really encourage you to go watch the David Goggins video, because that is the essence of hard work, pride, dedication. But not all of us are able to push it to quite to that level. But I can tell you that doing the 4x4x24 walk will push you to a mental level that you will not believe that you can get through, but you can do it. You can do it. You can force your body to do it. So with that, go out, live your best life, make a plan, and think about what you're going to do, and live the best possible life possible. Take care, guys.